What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm working on this 2008 Dodge Ram. I believe it's a 2500 model, and they brought the truck because it has the check engine on. So I pulled the scanner and I pulled codes. These are the codes that I got. The P245A says EGR, cooler bypass valve open circuit, and also this one, circuit low, which is the same thing. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit of history about this truck. So apparently they went to the dealership to get it fixed, and they got a quote of about 2 grand just to fix it, and they told the customer that they weren't sure that that was going to fix the problem. So this is the paper that I got. It says right here, customer stage check engine lights on. They did the same thing. They put the scanner in and they got the same code, 245A. This is what they charge just to check it, 140, which is insane. And I'm just gonna do my diagnostics to figure it out what's causing this problem, right? So first thing, I'm gonna go to my diagrams and check the problem first on this, investigate. All right, let's go. All right, so this is the truck, and we see here they already changed the EGR valve. Is this one? This is the EGR, and here's the tube that goes to the bypass valve, which is right here. This is the motor for the bypass, and also it has another EGR, I think it's EGR flow regulator. It goes under here. It's a connector that it's behind down there. It's not for this one, but you're gonna see it like over here. Oh, if you put your hand down there, you're gonna feel it. But I'm gonna go to my diagrams, and we see here we have the regular EGR valve, and also if I just scroll up a little bit, we're gonna see that I have more valves right here. So this is the EGR airflow control valve, which is under the throttle. So if I just go to remove and replace, it's gonna show it to you right here. As you can see, so that's the throttle, and it's right under. It's number 2. So that's the other valve, bypass valve. That one, it's located on top of the engine. It's the little motor. Let me show you. Remove and replaced, and it's gonna be this one right here. Well, it says that one, but it's this one right here. Yep, right here on the engine. Alright, so they already changed the EGR, the regular one, but it didn't fix the problem. So I believe the problem is right here. So we're gonna check the power. We should have a ground, 5 volts, and the return signal, which could be empty. So I'm gonna grab my test pro and let's go check it out. Alright, so I'm gonna perform this test first right here. So this is the EGR bypass valve. It's actually a motor. So we're gonna remove the connector just to test all the connections, make sure it's alive. So let me see first right here. I'm gonna use this, and the first one, it's gonna be okay. That's signal from the ECU, so that's alive. Second one, we have here or 4.3 volts, which is good. We should have a ground. Okay, that's our power. That's good. And that's the ground. Alright, so by doing this, I can confirm that the connection is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. So the next step is I'm gonna remove the motor, and I'm gonna inspect the inside to see what's going on. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we have here the motor, and now I'm gonna just attempt to disassemble it. So Gonna remove all of it from a little machine here, and let's see what's going on inside. Whoa, okay. Alright, so this is the motor, and this is the mechanism to move this. So I already found the problem. As you can see, it blew up. So that explains why it's not working. That looks like a capacitor went out. Those are capacitors. Right, this one, microchip controller for the step motor. So we can confirm that we have a bad bypass valve. So I already did some investigation about this valve. Apparently that valve, it's really expensive. If I put 2008 Dutch Ram bypass valve, you usually find delete kits, but if you want to buy it online, like at the dealership, I believe they wanted like $1,000 for it. So yep, it's pretty expensive. I have here Dutch Ram, and let's see. Put here bypass valve, and we see here we have the bypass. No, that's for the transmission. So I think we have to filter it by EGR valve. But anyways, the valve is different on some years, so I already bought it on eBay. I found it really cheap. Let me see if I can find it here. I go to my account, purchase history, and this is the valve right there. That's the valve that I ordered. As you can see, it has 4 pins. Gotta make sure it has 4 pins because this one has 4 pins right here. So this valve is from 2010, 2012. That's the years they made it. If you want the part number, that's the part number right there. So you need to find it like this. And yeah, it was a little pricey. It's less money, and they gave me 30 days to return it because it's in California. I'm in California, so yeah, it gets faster here. So we're just gonna wait until it gets here, and I'll show you when I install it. I'm gonna show you that it works. All right, see you soon. All right guys, so I finally received the part today. It came in today, so right now I'm gonna install it. It's pretty simple to install. You don't have to remove the cables right here, just leave it as it is, because what it does is it just retracts the opening for this valve. So what you have to do is just put it in here, and I'm gonna need both hands for this, so I'm just gonna put it in. I'm gonna install the bolts, and I'm gonna clear the codes, and I will show you if it works or not. Alright guys, so this is secure now, and also don't forget to put the plug in, because if we don't put it in, then it's not gonna work. So this thing has a secure pin. I'll put it at the end. There you go. So now it's time to go test it. We're gonna go to the scanner that I have right here. I'm gonna open the switch, gonna read codes, and of course I'm gonna have codes, so I'm just gonna erase them. Okay, it's off. And then I'm gonna turn it on because this is the only way you can find out it's working or not. So I'm gonna check codes. See no codes here. So we're gonna wait around 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes I got the light before, so I'm just gonna wait and I'll show you if it's fixed or not. Alright, so we're gonna see working the thing right now. Okay, it moves. Turn it on. See here. Okay. Alright guys, so I will call this a successful fix. We don't have any more codes on the engine. Before I used to have the code coming really fast, so as you can see, no fault codes, and this was the whole problem of that. And we definitely saved the customer a lot of money instead of taking it to the dealership and charging too much for the job. So this is how you fix the problem with this truck, the bypass valve actuator. And if you like the video guys, please subscribe, like the videos, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.